It all started in a thrift shop some years ago when I discovered endless racks of abandoned furs and leathers. My heart twisted at the thought of the waste that this represents, not just in natural resources but in actual animal lives. And I could not believe that these high-quality garments lost their value just because they were outdated. And this is a situation that I simply couldn't stand as an animal and fashion lover. Welcome to Maligne, where each piece represents the revival of genuine vintage outerwear and recycled furs lovingly redesigned for the growing consumer base interested in resale and vintage wear. As a new fashion label, we pride ourselves on our ethical and sustainable process and aim to encourage responsible consumption in contrast to modern fast fashion madness.
We know that fashion is the second most polluting industry, that we have a crisis with abusive animals in farms, that the petrochemicals we use to try to reproduce fur just do not cut it in terms of look and durability and harm the environment even further. As consumers gain concern for animal treatment, fur farms have been in a slight decline in the last decade. However, millions of animals are still skinned each year in North America alone, with only a handful of businesses using recycled fur instead. So, we are inspired to do something about it and innovate, using these precious resources from the past.
What we do now at Maligne is we purchase or obtain select fur trim vintage styles of high-quality, low-cost garments in order to give them a new life. By repurposing old furs, I feel like we're salvaging and honoring them rather than forgetting their sacrifice. And by transforming them, we can rebrand and resell them in order to also bring to life a viable business.
Once we have thrifted pieces and recycled materials, the new designs and alterations are discussed with our seamstress. We can produce 1 to 3 garments per day, and the alterations include reconstructing, replacing findings, linings, and fur trim, and sewing in the Maligne label. Each piece comes either packaged in its own branded garment bag and hanger or glossy white box, depending on the place of purchase.
This brings us to the next question of distribution. Maligne products are available for purchase on our website as well as our shoppable Instagram and Facebook platforms. In addition to online, our products can be found at Bee's Knees Vintage Retailer in the Plateau. Once our LM stock grows, we have plans and connections to rotate our inventory between 2 to 3 other boutiques such as Unicorn and Let's Get Vintage.
With the brand officially launching amidst a pandemic and a minimal startup budget, social media is our best friend. Our online communication strategies include a daily countdown on social media, each day divulging new Maligne products and building the shoppable catalog, which will be activated at the same time as the website launch to build anticipation. 2 jackets have been given to local influencers who will show off their very own Maligne on social media as part of our launch promotion. Moreover, we have implemented a First Advocates loyalty program offering advantages such as first access to promotions and customizations. At Maligne, our service is just as unique as our garments.
Now for the money. From production to distribution, the total cost for our launch came up to $3,300 as we enter the market, with production accounting for 38%. On average, a jacket costs $80 to produce and sell at roughly $150 for an average markup of 47%. Our ideal budget for the following months is $2,000 from production and promotion.
We are projecting $55,000 in annual sales. Though the pandemic and budget restrictions may impact these projections, they should be attainable by the second year and exceeding year 3. By reinvesting funds into the business, continuous offering of high-quality garments and services, and through strong branding and communication of our ethical mission. In order to ensure a strong launch and the ability to sustain the business for the first 12 months, we would require an investment of $10,000 as cash flow to get us through and help cover costs such as photo shoots, campaigns, and continuous inventory.
Our mission at Maligne is to allow consumers to experience the incomparable look and feel of real fur, without the moral baggage and negative environmental implications. We really believe that by providing beautifully restored alternatives, and with a little financial kickstart, that we can change the way people view secondhand clothes, and also build a viable business that has a positive impact. C'est ça la magie Maligne.